I deeply believe, I passionately believe, down in the fibers of the bones of my inmost being, I genuinely believe that you, sir, you, ma'am, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to God. You owe it to the next generation. You owe it to everybody you love to spend, to invest, to immerse yourself at minimum 10 minutes today of your precious life. Literally carve out 10 minutes to do what? To spend time in the presence of a hyperproducer. Now, what is that? High performance individuals can easily cause those around them to feel a little bit overwhelmed, and that's okay. Because you don't have to become them, and you don't have to endure their burden or emotionally carry their stress load. However, I would strongly encourage that you deeply consider being in the presence of a high performance person at least 10 minutes of your day. Now, why so short? Because it's a bit overwhelming. Number two, high performance people, we tend to shrink back at a certain point. We admire in society people who can finish amazing physical feats. Running 100 miles, insane. Running a marathon, insane. Running a 5K for some people seems daunting. Nevertheless, I'm not saying we have to acquire all of their skills or their passion or their perspective, but I am saying you need to be stretched by just being in the presence of someone who is ambitious. There's something magnetic about zeal, zest, fervency, determination. Why this big infatuation with sports? Let me ask you a question. It's better if you ask yourself this question. Why are so many people watching sports? Long pause. Say it out loud. What's your favorite sport? Why do I watch it? Are we all athletes? Well, that's what Nike would like to persuade us to believe, that it's possible. However, there's something about athleticism where someone's giving a maximum exertion of their skill set. And that's enamoring. It's inspiring. It's compelling. It's magnetic. To the point that people spend a lot of money to go to ball games, watch entire channels dedicated to competition and keeping score, variety of athletic endeavors. Let's transition. Now, this fella in the scripture, you can think of a high performance persona in scripture. Somebody that's on the cutting edge. They kind of had a rough life. I mean, physically speaking, not that comfortable. Spiritually speaking, highly productive, highly helpful, definitely a servant, available, sacrificial, right there, empathetic with the people. They smell like the people. They're loving. They're walking in the crowd, communicating, connecting, infusing value, uplifting. But today's attribute that we really want to focus on is who provides that energy. Now, I'm not suggesting that you get energy from someone else's spirit, but I am suggesting that you get energy from someone else's spirit. Meaning, the Spirit of Christ that was working mightily through Apostle so-and-so, I should want to be around that attitude and develop an appetite for whatever it is they have. Now, what we don't want is third-party dependency where I get around somebody who gets around God, and therefore I don't have to go directly to God. That's lame. However, being around spirit-filled people does help me want to be spirit-filled. I want a direct connection. I really want to go up on the mountain. Where did you go? You went out in the wilderness? That's where you developed this close walk with the Lord? Well, I guess I'm going on a sabbatical out to the wilderness. You say you went into the mountain alone to pray, and that's where you developed this unexplainable fervency, passion, joy, where you're just flowing out, loving others, serving God. Where did you get that? You say you were walking in the woods? Well, I need to go visit the woods. Well, no. You need to go get a direct connection with God. But all I'm saying is most people do not structure their day to include 10 minutes, literally a 10-minute immersion. Now, people will do a cold plunge for a couple minutes. People will go jump in a sauna for a couple minutes. People will go do crazy things. They'll go do a workout for 45 minutes. They'll do high-intensity interval training. All I'm suggesting, passionately, persuasively, I'm asking you to ask God, the God that dwells within you and above you, the God who made you. Dear God, would you like me to intentionally structure the pathway of life so that I'm around a positive, energetic influence for a 10-minute session, a burst of 10 minutes at the gym, spiritually speaking? I'm with a workout partner that is similar and like-minded, where we can interweave our direction of our motion, and we can edify, build up, encourage one another. Not that I can't get all the necessary fire and enthusiasm from my prayer time alone, but I'm a human. And as a human, I dwell in a fragile, frail vessel of flesh, and therefore I absorb content. I absorb another person's energy, for lack of a better word. I absorb frequencies. To get into the goofball world of science, I absorb perceptions. I absorb patterns. I am influenceable. I'm not invincible to influence. I am influenceable. And if I do not develop now a specific, carved out, protected 10 minutes per day, probably with a variety of high-intensity people that inspire me to pursue God, to develop, to clean my appetite for the right, the good, righteousness, holiness, purity, proper ambition, the right direction, maximizing my potential, letting God develop me, grow into maturity, take my vitamins spiritually, add some minerals, get that creatine in my system, breathe in the good spiritual oxygen, get some good brain waves going. You know, people talk about establishing a healthy mindset. What we really need is a reset of everything: soul, spirit, mind, personality, intellect, my will, my direction, my ambition, my comrades, my community. I need good habits. I need good appetites. I need to be righteous, walking in the light. And I need to be in alignment with people who want to help me succeed in every area. That is 10 minutes. I'm looking at the timer. We're done.